Hi everyone, my name is Jylene and I will be discussing eating disorders today. Eating disorders in adolescents today is very prevalent, and I think we can all say that social media is a huge contributor to this problem. It affects millions of Americans, and it usually begins during our adolescent years. These disorders can revolve around self-image, food, eating, and body weight, and all of them can be life-threatening if left untreated. And something I read that was very interesting was that athletes may be less likely to seek treatment for an eating disorder due to stigma and accessibility. And I think that they get looked, as a group of people, they get looked past because everyone tends to think that since they're already physically active, that they're already getting the proper nutrients they need. However, this group of people, of our student athletes, need to be replenishing their body. And I think as future educators, we need to be looking out, especially for our athletes, just because they may not always be getting all the proper nutrients and may be going through an eating disorder. Here are some statistics that I found regarding adolescents. 35 to 57% of adolescent girls engage in crash dieting, self-induced vomiting, diet pills, or laxatives. And I think all of these are very eye-opening and very sad. Not only is it affecting the adolescent years, the adolescent age group, but it's also affecting the younger group as well. And again, I think that social media is playing a huge role. Younger kids are having the access to social media. They're getting phones at a younger age. They're able to use the internet, and just it's like a hole for them to go down and compare themselves to what people deem to be perfect. And I think that as teachers, we can stop this problem from spreading and from growing by letting them know that, to an extent, that there's resources out there, but that also that the stigma of eating disorders needs to go away. And anorexia nervosa is where a person may restrict food intake and lose weight until they are significantly below a healthy body weight. If left untreated, just like a lot of the other disorders, it can cause some very serious medical conditions. Binge eating disorder, also known as BED, is the most common type across the United States for all ages. And just like the other one, it can lead to a lot of different things. This one, for adolescents, is a little bit scary because the excessive eating can take place in a secret place, and family members or adults or the caretakers of the adolescent may not know that this is happening for some time, and they may not know until it's too late. And so I think this one is a little bit scary, just more specifically for the adolescent age. Bulimia nervosa, also known as bulimia, is an emotional disorder involving the distortion of the body image and an obsessive desire to lose weight. It's more common than anorexia nervosa. 1.0% of young women meet the criteria for having bulimia. And what can happen when eating disorders are left untreated? So overall, the physical health can deteriorate. Here are just a few examples of what can happen. Not only does their physical health deteriorate, but also their mental health can deteriorate as well. And here are some ways we can help our students. Detecting eating disorders as early as possible is an important step in helping them and getting them on the right track. Watching their behavior, this might be a little difficult for teachers, but if we get the message across to parents, if they come to us a little bit concerned about their student, letting them know that students will often attempt to hide the conditions. They'll refuse to eat certain foods and withdraw from family mealtime or hiding their food. What we can do as teachers is try to connect with our students and let them know that we're there for them, and let them talk to them empathetically and kindly. I think a lot of students don't have family members or don't have that family figure, adult figure to look up to, and don't feel comfortable going to them to discuss this. And as teachers, if we're able to let our students know that we're there for them and can help them, that is a huge step and a great way to help them get on track. So another way to help our students is offer the right treatment for them. There is a huge variety of treatment, and there's mental health providers, crisis lines, physicians, peer support groups, and medical treatment. And before I end this presentation, I wanted to give you guys a few links just on some more eating disorders and a live helpline. Here are my resources, and I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation and learned some new information about eating disorders.